Okay, so before we can roll out our app to the AppExchange marketplace, we want to make sure everything is solid, it's secure, and it's ready for the AppExchange security review. So on here, we're going to discuss a few points to keep an eye for. So first things is the basic Apex testing. Like usual, well, basic requirements is that your test must cover 75% of all Apex code in your package. So best practice is to always achieve 100% code coverage. Okay, this is a best practice. Make it a habit. It is totally possible. Just make sure your test coverage is always 100%. So, platform gotchas. This is some poor coding practice that you can get away with a single org, but they cause an AppExchange app to fail. Therefore it will also fail the security review. Never hard code record IDs on your code, on your Apex code, okay? Don't hard code record IDs, and then references to values that the customer can change, such as pick list values or record type names. They can change this, right? So don't hard code that as well. All right. This is also an important part. Consider that your customer could be using platform encryption. They can turn on encryption to particular fields that your app is using. For example, if your app is using an address field on the contact object, what if the customer encrypt the address fields? Will your app still work or will it break? Make sure. So, make sure it doesn't break. So, you can check the platform encryption section for help and docs. Also, perform daily testing for your app and then use source control. So, for example, you have several developers. The source of truth is your source control here, and then deploy it for testing. All right, that's how the life cycle should work. So pre-release package testing, just test everything out. So the flow for using the beta package looks something like this. First, push changes from your source control into your beta packaging org for beta release, okay? And then create a managed beta package containing your app. Then you upload the package to the AppExchange, and then you install it in your test org, right? From that URL, you install it, and then you test it. Oh, some things need to be modified or edited. Then you have uninstalled that from the test org, uninstall it, and then update the app on the packaging org, and then re-upload it, version 2 or something, and then install it again, okay? On your test org. Keep doing this over and over and over and over again until your package is perfectly solid and there is no problem free, bug free. Well, it's always going to be have some little bugs here and there, but do your best, right? Until you found that you cannot see any bug, then do a release package. And also watch out for that namespace, okay? So after your app is packaged, make sure that you check that you are using the namespace correctly. So if you have JavaScript references on your code to a component or your visual force, that needs to be modified and make sure the references reference to the right namespace, right? The API name. So make sure you do that. And then this is very important, especially if you want to pass the security review. Be secure. So this is a few checklists that you can go by. Your code honors the field, level, and object security specified by an org Salesforce admin, your client's admin. So pay particular attention to the topic because it causes many apps to be flagged during security review. So your app has to honor the security and sharing preferences. Okay, remember that. You have written JavaScript and HTML to prevent cross-site scripting attacks. Make sure your app are XSS proof. So it cannot be attacked like that. You have implemented encryption when transmitting data on and off platform and storing sensitive information. So implement encryption such as login credentials, customers' data off the platform. Do that. Make sure you do that. And then packaging and customer modification. So whenever a customer is installing the app, you can define what requirements they need to have, right? Do they have to have these requirements, right? Is it required? If yes, check the box. If your app is utilizing this, if not, just leave it default. Same thing with object requirements. If your app specifically require the account object to be accessed and for this to be turned on, then check the box. If not, then leave it as it is. Then when you are ready, you can do a manage released package, right? So upload a new package and say it's a managed release, and then you can release it. Once you've upload a managed release and you have a link there for people to install, they can install it on any org, not just on sandboxes or developer org. They can install it on production org. All right. So that's the final version. So time to wrap up the app in its golden package. So when all is good, it's time to use the golden package org. First, move your app to the golden package org using a migration tool. Second, set up your customer-facing namespace, right? Your final namespace. Set it up on your golden package org, and then package up your components, and then you can create your managed release package, and then yes, you do one more round of tests. All right. So that's it. And then summary: most testing on the platform follows standard best practice. Test determine that you have met functional requirement, written tests to verify your code, address security vulnerabilities. When testing a package, also verify external code correctly reference namespaces such as JavaScript, HTML, installation instructions if it needs further configuration after installing the package and object requirements. All right, that's pretty much it. So let's do the quiz. What is a requirement of the tests you write for Apex? Apex, it has to be at least 75% of the Apex code you write must be covered by tests, right? Second, what type of testing is necessary for your AppExchange application? Load testing, verification that the API names you create this is automatically. Verification that all your code, including JavaScript, works with your package namespace. Yeah, that's right. UI testing to make sure that you haven't broken Salesforce functionality. That would be automatic. What must you test for security review? Security review. Your code honors the field, level, and object security specified by an org's Salesforce admin. I think that's it. So let's get the point, and bada bing, bada boom. Yes, a brand new badge. I'll see you on the next Trailhead module. Hit that subscribe button and explore new Trailhead grounds and learn to implement the most useful and popular apps on the Salesforce AppExchange. And do yourself a favor, like this video, and you'll be surprised on how much more you understand when watching this same video after liking it. Don't take my word. Watch this one more time after you like the video and see it for yourself. Bada bing, bada boom.